Roll Tide and welcome back to Bryant-Denny Stadium. We're inside the Advantage Center at our podcast studios. I'm Roger Hoover. Now pleased to be joined by Zaay Green of the Alabama women's basketball team as we get to know her this week on Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. And Zaay, Roll Tide, welcome to Tuscaloosa.
Roll Tide, thank you for having me.
You transferred to the Crimson Tide from Arkansas Pine Bluff. Just what have you liked your first few weeks here in Tuscaloosa, getting to know your teammates, Coach Curry, and everybody with this program?
I really enjoy being able just to be around a good group of females and coaches. Like, they're just very warm and welcoming, and I can't ask for nothing better than that.
Have you had a good time with all the workouts and everything that's been going into the last few weeks, getting used to Alabama's system and culture?
Yes, I really have, especially like the individual workouts, being able to have discussions with the coaches, and then also the team workouts, get to play against each other and stuff, get to see, who's a good shooter, who can handle the ball, who got a block on them. So I enjoyed it a lot.
Do you see the chemistry kind of building already, even though we're still a long way away from the season starting in November as we talk in July? But do you see that chemistry starting?
Definitely. I see the chemistry every day. And then we get to play pickup, after hours. So that's perfect.
Is that more competitive even than practice?
Definitely.
Well, that's certainly good. Again, we're glad to see you getting to wear crimson because it's been an interesting journey for you in basketball and specifically in the SEC. A little bit of time at Tennessee, Texas A&M as well. Just how meaningful is it now to be a part of this program and get to wear that crimson jersey?
I think it's really just being able to be grateful and be blessed to be back in this type of conference and league. And like I said, be around these type of group girls. Like, they're really good to be around, very encouraging and inspiring as well. So.
Well, your head coach is now Christy Curry. There's something in common with you and your mom with Coach Curry, isn't there?
Yes, it is. Very close family connection with Coach Curry. So I appreciate her a lot for letting me be a part of the team.
Coach Curry coached your mom at Stephen F. Austin. What kind of influence was your mom in your basketball career?
Oh, she was a big influence. I mean, she obviously supports me, whatever I do, but she just always wants me to go out and do my best. And that's all I can appreciate from her.
Was that the main sport for you growing up?
Yes. Definitely, it was the main sport for me.
How competitive were you with your friends around the neighborhood maybe or around your city, and then eventually when you started playing elite basketball?
I was always competitive growing up, especially when I got to middle school. I started playing point guard, so I really had no choice to have that dog mentality inside of me.
Not only that, but also a very good shooter as well. And then you started to pop up on everybody's radar. Tell us a little bit about some of the elite teams you got to play with, eventually leading to you being named a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah, I started playing with DFW Elite throughout my whole AAU seasons, and I just worked on up to playing Nike EYBL when I was an 8th grader, and I just always played up of my age, and I guess I was just blessed, grateful, honestly, to have that type of talent to play around a good group of girls. So, playing in EYBL, you get a lot of looks, a lot of offers, and then obviously McDonald's All-American, they look at you and they thought I was All-American.
How special was that experience, being a McDonald's All-American?
That's an experience I will never forget, just being around those type of guys, those females, even the coaches. It was just amazing being in that environment.
Who were some of your teammates that you had on that team?
I had Kristen Williams, Olivia Nelson, Jasmine Massengale, Charlie Collar, Sedona Prince. It was a few. It was a lot of goats,
Yeah, that's really good. So with that comes a lot of attention as well from teams trying to recruit you to play college basketball. How'd you handle all of that coming out of high school?
I think I can just say I had a lot of support from my father and my mother. So they just make sure I stayed humble, just keep working out every day, being in the gym, staying in shape, and also being able to play on varsity all 4 years of high school. That helped too because I had a lot of older people to look up to and mentor from.
And then you signed with Tennessee, so that means you're getting to play some SEC basketball. Do you remember playing against Alabama and what that was like?
Yes, I remember playing against Alabama when they had Meg Abrams and Hannah Barber. And I remember Coach Christie over there too as well. She was always nice to me. So it was always a good competitive game against them.
What'd you like about playing at this level with that? Because you had a lot of success, SEC all-freshman team.
I think what I like the most about playing at this level is the competitiveness. You get to play against LSU, South Carolina, Florida, Mississippi State, like all those schools, it's always gonna be a good game every time you step on the floor. So I think that's just what I love like the most about it.
And then from Tennessee, you go to Texas A&M. What was that transition like for you? Tell us about your year in College Station.
I think that transfer was a little bit different because I had went back to Texas and I'm originally from Dallas. So I knew a lot of the girls on the team. So it was kind of easy for me to adjust. And then I was with Alexis Morris, which is one of my closest friends. And I think it was really good. You know, we won regular season. We got to beat South Carolina. We got pretty far in the NCAA tournament. So it was just a good experience playing underneath Coach Blair.
And another family connection there, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He's been a long time family connection, like since my mom was in high school.
Wow. That's really good. Yeah, he's got a great relationship still with Coach Curry to this day. So again, time at Tennessee, time at Texas A&M. Our next school, Arkansas Pine Bluff, where you starred for the last few years. Take us through again that thought process going from an A&M to an Arkansas Pine Bluff and becoming a great star in the SAC. SWAC, excuse me.
Well, I don't really think I really had a thought process with that. I just, got in the portal after Texas A&M. I talked to Coach Don Thornton, and she sounded like she believed in me. She sounded like she knew what I really wanted to do. And once I got there, the ball just started rolling, and I just became more like the local star there. So it was just an amazing experience to be at a historically black university. So
you mentioned your coach. How much did she help your game in those years there?
She mostly just inspired me a lot. Like, she always pushed me to be the best. And even in practice, like, if she knew that I was, not practicing that hard, she would always know and just be like, come on now. Like, they going off of you. They going off your energy. So I always just had to be at 100% every day.
And playing in some of those environments as well. I know the SEC is competitive, but that is a really competitive environment as well. A lot of men's and women's doubleheaders, right? I mean, how much did you enjoy kind of feeding off the energy of the crowds there?
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot playing at home, especially because the crowd would come out and watch us play. So I think it was just more of like a different type of experience. Like, you just get to be in front of kids, a lot of young kids, a lot of older black people. So I just really enjoyed that. Like, they was always happy to see us coming out, at the end of the game, take pictures and stuff. And then the games was always loud and very crowded around the whole gym. So it was just really nice. It felt like high school.
There you go. Well, there was an added spotlight on SWAC schools during that time as well. Deion Sanders, the head football coach at Jackson State, and I understand he got to watch you play.
Yes, he did one game, and I actually went up to him and told him personally that he needs to watch me because, I'm just someone that he should have been watching that game instead of just the Jackson State women's basketball team.
How'd you do that game?
I actually did good. I had, I think, like 20 that game. Yeah, it was a really, really intense game, actually. So, did good.
That's certainly good. It was a great run for you there again with Arkansas Pine Bluff, and you still had another year of eligibility to do the COVID year. Just what was your thinking again, getting ready for what will be now your final year of college basketball? Why was it important for you to finish your career with Alabama?
I think mostly it was important because of where I started, beginning of all this, and then it's just like, why not end it where I started, but even better. And I know Alabama has grown really a lot in all sports, not just, football, not just basketball, but everywhere. And I feel like this was the perfect opportunity, especially how they did last year in last season in the NCAA tournament. So I don't know. I think I'll just add another value to them, a really good value to the team. And why not the SEC? It's amazing.
And why not Coach Curry again? Somebody your mom played for, you had experience with, and talking with her before through the years, I'm sure she wanted to sign you for many years leading up to this.
Yes. I mean, she was awesome on my visit and awesome throughout the transfer portal process. So, I mean, we and her have a great connection. She's a great person, and I really love her.
Absolutely. She is one of the best. And now you make that decision to come here to Alabama. What's it like after you'd been here before as an opposing player or on a visit, but now that it's your school, how much fun have you had getting to embrace this place?
I've actually had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. Just being able to just walk in the training room and get treatment and, like just taking advantage of all like the, I guess, resources and stuff. Like, I just enjoy being in the gym, like being able to look in Coleman and like, dang, this is really where we're going to play. Like, it's huge. to me. So I don't know. Like, I'm just really grateful to be here. It's just an opportunity that I never thought I would have again.
What can you tell us about your game? What style of player are you?
I guess I can just say I'm a big guard. Yeah, I'm a big guard. I like to handle the ball. I like to see the court, and I like to play defense. I really do.
That's good, especially in this SEC league, and your length will certainly help you there. You can talk about being able to shoot. Where's your favorite spot on the floor? Where's the sweet spot? So when we see you get there, we should be ready for a quick basket from you.
Well, I really love the jump shot, the pull up. And Coach Kelly's not a really big fan of the pull up, but I love the pull up personally. Like, I get there every time, especially right there around the free throw line. So on the elbows, that's like my sweet spot. And then I've been really good around the arc on the three. So anywhere around there, I'm pretty decent.
That's really good because Alabama is a team that likes to shoot a lot of three-pointers. Have you been impressed by the skill level of your teammates here?
Oh, definitely, especially the way Aaliyah Nye shoots the ball, and even Sarah Ashley Barker, the way she just scores the ball all around. It's amazing. And then, of course, our newcomers. You got the freshmen. Everybody's very elite. So
yeah, they really are.
It's exciting.
And especially, too, with Aaliyah, we kind of got to know her for a while, first as a shooter, but then this last year, it took a huge step forward on defense. Sarah Ashley has always been the most intense defensive player we've seen in the SEC in recent years. Did you pick up on that as well, about how important defense is to this team?
Oh, yes, definitely. They're very intense on their defense. We got to pick the ball up 94 feet. So, and we're all rebounding. So, I mean, hey, if you're not rebounding, it's a problem.
It certainly is. You mentioned the freshmen. How much fun is it getting to know some of them?
Oh, they're an amazing group of girls. They're just young, vibrant, just ready. Like, they're always ready to go, especially Eris Lester and Chloe Spring. They're very excited to be here, and I could tell.
Even though it's your first year here at Alabama, do you feel like more of a leader due to all the experience you've had before?
So I'm with that. Like, I can say like this past 2 weeks I've kind of stepped up more because the coaches want me to have more of a voice because I am the oldest. So yeah, I really don't mind, speaking up, but I'm more of like a, just watch me, and I'll do it right and follow me. Like, I'm really not more like tell you what to do, just watch what I do and you'll see. You'll just learn from me like that.
That's really exciting. How can a team use this time of the year to get better and make sure once everybody kind of reconvenes, once school starts, that you start practice the right way, gearing up for the fall?
I think we can as long as we just stay focused and, don't lose track of what we really want at the end of this, and which is winning. So I believe if we all just stay mentally focused, emotionally, physically, just healthy, we'll be fine, and just stay together. Their chemistry is everything on and off the court. So I think that will be just the main keys to it.
Obviously, you hope this season goes well for Alabama. What do you hope the rest of your basketball journey looks like?
I really hope the rest of my basketball journey is getting drafted to the WNBA and then playing pro ball overseas, and then obviously going into coaching, just like Coach Christie.
So all throughout the years, you've been thinking a little bit about coaching, or kind of what style of coach Zaay Green might be one day?
Yes, I definitely want to coach at a very high level.
Certainly good. Well, again, you're at the best training ground you could have possibly for it. What's going to be most important for this basketball team over the next few weeks? What do you want our fans to get excited about when they think about Crimson Tide women's basketball?
I really want our fans to get excited about our energy, because it's going to be a different type of energy. It's going to be very loud, and it's going to be very hype and just fast pace. We want to push the ball really fast, and, we want to get those threes, and we want to score layups. And so I think they just, are looking for something same as last year, but, just more and more better.
We look forward to it. Well, Zaay Green, we're so glad you're part of the Crimson Tide after we saw you before at Tennessee and Texas A&M and obviously Arkansas Pine Bluff. We're thrilled you're with us now. Look forward to everything that's coming up this fall. Just thank you for your time with us today on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Roll Tide.
Thank you. Roll Tide.